Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. Hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Yeah, I feel a little bit better. Obviously, I told you guys yesterday I was at the game. Unfortunately, I had to put myself through a load of crap. It did end up finishing 1-1. And I always say that when you watch a game live, actually at a ground, and watch a game on TV is two different things. You see a lot more. You see a lot more with the eye. And I've stayed a little bit quiet off social media since I came back as well, because I wasn't in any real good mood after the game, especially travelling down to go and watch it as well. And it gave me time to actually think about it and assess it and prepare myself for today's show, because today's show, there is some hard truths that I think we need to accept as Chelsea fans. And it's not something that people can say is reactionary. It's not something that people can say isn't true for me personally. This is how I do feel about the game. And like I said to you guys, I went down to the bridge yesterday, in good spirits, expecting a good result. And it was anything but that. Not that I only think the performance was poor. It was also let down by individuals across the pitch. And there's a difference between being champions or champions elect and playing like we did. And I've said it at the beginning of the season, we are not good enough to win a title. We're unfortunately just nowhere near that yet. We are not. We're nowhere near going to win it. I see a lot of rivals trying to give us stick, but in hindsight, from my opinion, when you look at it, we're only at where I thought we would be in terms of position. So in theory, we're doing what I expected us to do, which is just be there, second, third, whatever, depending on how we get on. Could be worse after the Liverpool-Man City game. But we're going to go through all of that. We're going to go through everything. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you the feelings. I'm going to talk to you about how it felt at Stamford Bridge, being at the game yesterday as well. We're going to go through everything, and I'm going to explain to you how I feel about this result and why it went the way it did. And some hard truths that we all need to take in and just accept as Chelsea fans. But before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. Hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Obviously, a day before New Year's Eve, so coming to the end of a year. Whether it was great for you or not the best, I hope it was, you made the most of it, as they say. We are here to talk about the Chelsea versus Brighton game, 1-1. Before I even do that, I'm going to go through the chat. That's what people are saying. Big up to Goofy Afu. I don't want to hear about potential this, and Cho should have won the game, and he's yeah. Big up to you, Orient. Nice to see you in the house. Tuchel will get sacked, but Alonso will still be at Chelsea. Mac is saying relax. You're still around the top. You lot are going back and forward in the chat. Abdi saying Lamptey and Basuma smoked Chelsea. Yeah. Yep. I would say that Lamptey was very good. And it begs the question when you look at when we have injuries, who our backup is. And you've got Alonso and Pulisic playing as your wing-backs. Lamptey did F4 except take out Reece James with a late tackle. No, he gave us problems. He did. He gave us problems down that wing. Jonathan, big up to you. We're outplayed by a mid-club table. That's disgraceful. Basuma controlled the midfield. Yeah. He was walking around that midfield, may I add. He wasn't even running. He was walking. Is that easy? Tuchel's packing his stuff is what Sosa's saying. Unsafe big up to you, my bro. Pulisic is the best. The chat is too negative. Louis MCSC says, hope you had a great time at the game. Obviously, accept the result. I'd rather have not gone. Not after watching that. Rodrigo's in the house. We were awful. I had to give up on this team, man. Yeah. Simon was there. I know Simon was there. He must be feeling the pain. He was there as well. He knows what. You see what I see, Simon. You see what I see in that game. Because fuck me. We need to talk. And I don't really care. I'm going to say it before I even start this show today. By the way, please share. Let everyone know that we're live. I want to get as many Chelsea fans over here as possible. As many Chelsea fans over here as possible. So share. Hit the like button. If you hit the like button, YouTube will give it to more Chelsea fans. More Chelsea fans will join. We'll get more subscribers. But I need you to hit them likes. Yeah, it was painful. Jem, Basuma dog walked to the midfield until Kante came on. That's true. Please tell me you saw Lukaku having to tell Pulisic and other players to play their lines. Yeah. I saw Lukaku just pointing, shouting, trying to get players to energise. The second half, we're gonna get to it. Let me just get through this. We'll get to it. Let me just go through this. Feels like shit, bro. Listen, I still feel shit anyway at the moment with my cough and that. But going to that game yesterday and watching that, and then coming out of the bridge and walking along with all the other Chelsea fans and how angry everyone was and upset. They really let us down, man. Biggest letdowns. Let us down right at the end of the blooming year. Anyway, he says Brighton had 17 attempts. Yep. Brighton were good. Let's not condone it. Brighton played well, but this didn't surprise me because I told you guys yesterday, Brighton will come and play their game. They're going to play quick football. They're going to move the ball. They're going to do their thing. It's just whether or not Chelsea are going to take their chances because they will create, which we did. I just say we did make some very gilt-edged chances that could have killed the game 2-0, which we didn't take. And Brighton had that one more opportunity, and I could see it happening. The more the time kept ticking, the more it set at 1-0, the more it got, even when it got to the 90th minute, they still looked like they were getting closer and closer and closer, and then bang. Danny fucking Welbeck out of every player. Header. And do you know what I'd done as soon as that goal went in? I was sitting like that, literally diagonally in front of it. It was there. I could see it. Yeah, it went into the back of it, and I got up with the person I was with. I was like, let's go. Let's get out of here. But nah, I'm leaving. I literally got up and I walked down the steps and I walked out the door while everyone else was probably still sitting there. I was going to leave on the 75th minute, even when we were winning, because I just had that feeling. And I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see the goal. But I ended up sitting there. And that happened. He was, but at the same time, we did have moments that went our way as well. It's got nothing to, for me, Alonso, there's got nothing to do with the ref. This has got nothing to do with the ref. Literally, we can't blame the ref for this one. Declared. Good morning. That probably killed my mood even more. Now, we played him out on the left wing to obviously Mark Lamptey, who was running Reece James down that wing, actually giving Reece James an absolute nightmare. Down that wing. So quick, Lamptey. When you watch him live, so quick. The boy is so fucking talented. Up and down that wing, good with the ball at his feet, can dribble, hard to get hold of. Why couldn't we just have one of them sitting on the bench? Him, Livramento. Why are we in the position that we're in, where we lose Reece James and Chilwell, who are our number ones, and we have fucking Pulisic playing right wing back and shitty Snail that you just know is not going to get anywhere. And then you see these young talented boys doing so well, up and down the wings, giving our fucking, whoever it is, Reece James or Alonso problems. Why? It's just I don't get it. Big up, Jim. Bad times chose a disgrace this game. I was thinking about that. Listen, we're going to talk about Cho later. No, like I said, I'm going to say it again. If you have an agenda for a player, if you don't like hearing negativity about a player, then you don't want to be here today. Because I was at the game and I've been listening to people's comments on social media about, oh, Mason Mount was great. Cho wasn't Cho's fault. It wasn't him. Oh, Jorginho played really well. Games are you watching, man? Since when did our levels of standards drop at this football club? How can we sit here and be happy after watching what we watched? Whether you was not at the bridge or not, I'm sure even if you was watching it on TV, you would have still seen how fucking poo that game was. What the fuck is happening to us, man? So many, we have been let down by injuries and, COVID, whatever, fine. But still, sorry, I've got really itchy nose at the moment. But still, it's not a good enough performance. Thanks for the donation, Sasuke. Thanks for the donation. Bet Magic has done us. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it anymore. Alonso, fuck off my club, is what Mogsy's saying. Listen, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions about this game in about 5 minutes. Just quickly going to bring up the stats of the game like I always do. Give me 2 seconds. I just quickly need to grab a tissue, guys. I'll be back 2 seconds because I ain't going to be able to talk properly. 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry guys, thanks. Just need to blow my nose because I keep fucking watering. Yes, quickly stats and then I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on the overall game and the hard truth that many people ain't going to like to hear about our football club. And then we're going to do some player ratings and I'm going to open up the lines. But in terms of the result itself, obviously Chelsea won, Daddy Welbeck won, Brighton won. In terms of stats, we have to show it. First game in a very long time where Chelsea got beaten in possession. 47% to Brighton's 52. 11 shots against their 18. They beat us in every department. They had more shots on target. Their passing was better. We won more tackles and more duels. But overall, that I have not seen for a very long time. I have not seen that for a very long time. We got bossed by Brighton and Basuma. Basuma specifically. And just quickly, what do we need to do to win the league next season? We'll come back to that a bit later though, Sasuke. Thank you for the donation, bro. Thank you. Good question to ask, but not yet. This is not the right time for me to answer that one yet. Not just yet. Maybe a bit later on the show. But other than quick and short answer is recruit players and get rid of Deadwood is my answer to that. So I got to the game yesterday. Good atmosphere. Everyone was quite happy, bubbly, looking forward to the game. Obviously, Liverpool just lost to Leicester. We see the lineup. I think, okay, fair enough. Looks fine to me. We can go and win this. They come out in the first half. We sort of was playing okay, I'd say. It wasn't like the second half. We were kind of in and out of phases where we controlled the game. And then Brighton started to grow a little bit later on into it. Reece James then got his injury, which was an absolute killer. I don't think we understand how serious that Reece James injury is going to be for the rest of our season. We were worried about Ben Chilwell. Yeah. We were worried about Ben Chilwell being out. Yeah, and how much it was disrupted on that left side with fucking Alonso. Watch now without Reece James. We're going into a transfer market to go and get Lucas Digne. We need to go and fucking find someone on the right side. We need to go and we need to find 2 players now. Because there's no way in hell that we have got anyone that can play in that position. At least on the left side, we have someone that's half-heartedly can do a job. All right, it's not fucking great. What, Alonso? But losing Reece James is a bigger problem. Because we haven't got anyone there. Who can play in that fucking role? Who can play there? Because we're asking Pulisic to do it. But then if you don't play Pulisic, who are you going to put there? Aspie? Is Aspie going to play there again? We're going to have Aspie and Alonso as our wing-backs now for the rest of the season. We don't know how long Reece James is going to be out, but I'm hearing it's a hamstring. What are we going to do? And that is the biggest L of everything, the biggest loss of this total game. Not only was it the 2 points, what was bigger than 2 points is Reece James. Because that was the one player, the one fucking player that we could not afford to lose, not in the way that we play. And if I'm Thomas Tuchel, you have to change the formation. I'm going to say it. We have to change the formation. The formation has to change. We can't play this 3-4-3 with the current wing backs that we got. We're not comfortable enough in that. The space is there for oppositions to run in, to build up from. It's not helping the midfield. The midfield is suffering. The midfield's suffering from it. The defence is looking average. They're still doing okay, but it's not good enough. He has to switch it. For me, he has to change something about this system now. If it's a 3-5-2 and you pack out the midfield, but then you're asking N'Golo Kante to then play game after game after game. Unless you can switch in with Mason Mount and play Mason Mount a bit deeper. But I think we have to give up on this 3-4-3 now. I'm being honest with you guys. I think we have to look at it truthfully. We haven't got the wing backs. We have to go and buy. If we go and buy a Lucas Digne and we somehow sort out that right side as well, then fine. We'll keep the formation. But at this moment in time, I'm looking at our squad now. Going into Liverpool, and then we've got Man City. 2 games where I am not looking forward to, by the way. Because Liverpool ain't got no injuries. They're fully fit. And we're in no real great form. We're going to get battered by Paul Salavi Alonso. I don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it. Really think about it. So going back to the game. We lost Reece James and he brought on Alonso. Fine. Whatever. We got our goal, which was a good goal from Lukaku, who for me was, again, one of the only players on the pitch that could hold his head up after walking off. His movement off the ball, his link-up play, his hold-up play, Everything about Lukaku yesterday, he done very well. Was just let down by the people behind him, as always. Part of the reason we go into the second half. We get into the second half, and then from 45 minutes to 90 minutes, we got dominated. We had moments to just put the game away on the break. Lukaku holds the ball up well, plays Cho in. Cho's 1-on-1. He's got Mason Mount to his left. What does he decide to do? He passes it to the Brighton player. And he had all the time in the world. He could have taken the shot. He could have, he could have done anything. But we're going to talk about individual players soon, because we need to talk about it. But what I'm trying to do at the moment is talk about the squad and the team and everything. It gets to about 70 minutes and we have no midfield until Kante comes on the pitch, because Mateo Kovacic had lost his legs. He was no point of him being on the pitch. Couldn't get about. Jorginho looks like a like a battery with about this much left in it. He was just slowing down like a robot. He just couldn't get around. We had no midfield. Basuma was jogging. I was at the game. Basuma was jogging through our midfield. There was a point where he nicked the ball. He went up with Jorginho. He nicked the ball off Jorginho. Yeah, Jorginho's trying to get the ball off him, and he's just literally just done one little step to his right and just jogged. He's jogging towards our defence, and Jorginho's sprinting that. Can't get no near him. Kovacic. I don't know. Kovacic was so worried about the left side that he forgot that he was a midfielder in the second half. I'd never seen Kovacic play off the left wing so much in my life in that game. He might as well not have been a midfielder. It was like he was worried about what was going on down that wing all the time, because he just found himself on the left the whole time. Nowhere near Jorginho. N'Golo Kante came on the pitch. And it changed. Big up, bro. Big up. We look more comfortable. We look more stable. We look more like we might just get through this. And then what happens? They get one chance, one moment. They whip the ball in. And let me just tell you about this ball. This ball had no pace. This cross didn't have it was just a float. It just floated. It took ages before it even got to Welbeck's head. And the guy somehow manages to beat Rudiger. And I think Chalobah was in front of him. Both of them in the air. And how he's generated the power from the ball to the net, I don't get it. But as soon as I saw him hit that ball, and I see Mendy just do this, didn't even move and look like that, I got up. I went that. No. But do you know what the biggest issue was about this whole performance? The biggest issue. There is two, maybe three actually. But the biggest issue for me still, and why we will not win anything, not in this formation and not with this bunch of players, is the forward line. And people are going to say, yeah, but you can't say that because Cho's played well. Mason Mount, money, mates, yeah. No. Whoever we play behind Lukaku is not good enough. What we possess behind our striker, they're not good enough. None of them. And it's the truth. When I say not good enough, the reason they're not good enough is not that they can't have a good game, because they can have a great game and they can score a goal or two on that odd game or two. But the biggest issue we have is that we don't know how to finish our dinner. We do not create enough for Lukaku. Yeah. And the two people that, whoever it is, whoever they are, don't care who the fuck it is, the two who play behind our striker are inconsistent. And when you're playing in the Premier League, 38 games a season, you can't do that. You cannot have that amount of inconsistency from a forward line and go and win a league. I don't care if we've got Lukaku, because Lukaku can only do so much. You know, he'll get us a goal like he did yesterday. You know, with limited creativity for him. Didn't really get much to live on. He worked hard, done well for me actually. Yeah, but everything else around him, yeah, they're just not good enough. They're not. They all lack consistency. All of them. Cho, Mason Mount, Havertz, Ziyech, Werner, whoever the fuck you want to play there. No one can tell me, no one can tell me no more that our forward line's good enough. It's not. We're not winning anything until we actually buy some ruthless people behind Lukaku. Mason Mount, as much as I like Mason Mount is a good player. He is not consistent enough. He's not a goal scorer. He's not that. And when I say goal scorer, this is the problem, right? In the way that we play this system, we play with a forward three. And in the forward three, what we require them to do is to score goals. That's what I believe is why Tuchel plays this system. Because of the way that the front three play the game in this 3-4-3, they're very high up the pitch, they attack spaces, and they create chances for themselves. And they do create chances for themselves. It's just that we're not clinical enough in front of fucking goal. They're not clinical in front of goal. All of them. And that's the difference. You can't do that when you're fighting for a league, 38 games. You just can't. You're not going to win fuck all. They're not going to win anything. And people in the chat might get the upset about it. But I'm sorry, if I asked you guys, right, in this system, this is a question for you all now, right? In this system, right, the front three, what is it you think Tuchel requires them to do? I think not all of you, but some of you might not have a clue. What is it that these front three are meant to be doing? What is the biggest thing that you want to see this front three doing in this team? What is it? Tell me. I want to know. Does anyone know? What is a good performance from a front three? From our front three? All right, forget Lukaku for a moment because he's all right. Front two, the two behind Lukaku, whoever it is, what is their requirements? What is it they're meant to be doing in this system? Okay, so JJ says JJ says score goals. Yeah, score goals. Okay. Andre says score goals. I agree with that. Create chances. Really? What, you just think that they're there to just create a chance? Because they can do that. Sometimes they create chances for themselves. Hawkey says, clinical and decisive in just one moment. Create and score. Create chances. Okay. So, if it's not scoring, are they creating chances? And if they ain't doing both of that, if they can't do both of that on a consistent basis, then what's the fucking point of them? What's the point? What are we watching? What is the point? What is the point of this system if we can't get the best out of them? If you want my honest opinion, the way we play this front three, I think they're there to score more goals. Because if you watch how the front three play, it's always that we rely on our wing backs and our midfield to create for the people in front. The issue you've got is we've got players that can't do that. They're not goal scorers. They can't do it. Other than Lukaku. Lukaku's the only one that can put the ball in the back of the net. The rest of them, no. None of them. And I'm not sticking up for any of them. None of them. Not good enough. Be more clinical and taking their chances. Exactly. Be more clinical. We can't fucking finish our dinner if we try to. We just haven't. We can't do it. And this is why Chelsea will not win nothing under Thomas Tuchel in this system. Because the players that play behind Lukaku, not only are they not creating enough for him, but they can't even take their chances. So if it isn't falling to Lukaku, if it ain't landed to Lukaku and it's landing to Cho, if it's landing to Mount, if it's landing to Ziyech, Havertz, who the fuck plays there? Yeah. None of these boys are good enough to take that chance. Be the difference. Build up some goal tallies to their name. Build up some creative, assists to their name. Build up. Be that important person in the system. None of them. Why? Because they're all inconsistent. And we're now in blimmin' January. And we've got Liverpool, Man City, yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right. I'm not in any real good mood, to be honest. I'm just frustrated with what I'm watching. Nizar's tweet an hour ago, quickly. And then we're going to do a quick player rating. And then I'm going to open up the lines. And then I'm going to let you talk and I'm just going to shut up. What are we looking at? Chelsea likely to... what are we looking at here, bro? Lyon have rejected an approach for Emerson back from Lyon. Okay, fair enough. Lyon have rejected an initial approach from Chelsea to recall Emerson. Seems there's no break clause in the deal, with Lyon also having an option to buy another win-back related blow for Tuchel, more in below. Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway, let's do the ratings. Two Liverpool and Chelsea fans, how dare F are we stopping City, man? The Premier is becoming the damn Bundesliga. They're just more consistent. They're a consistent team. They take their chances. Do you think Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, KDB, if that was them in Cho's position yesterday, what happens? Now I'm talking about the one where he's 1-on-1 in front of goal. What happens? What do you think happens? They score. Game over, 2-0. They close the book on Brighton. Not Chelsea. We got to make it hard. Even if that's Mo Salah. And I know Ram's in the chat as well. If that's Mo Salah in front of goal, he's scoring that. Maybe not Mane, but if that's Mo Salah, he ain't missing that. Oh, man. Let's just get into the player ratings and I'm opening up the lines. Right. People, smash the likes. What are we on? 38 likes. I need to get you to 70. Can't get this to 70 likes. 120 of you here. Let's do that. Let's go through this. Let's go through these players very quickly because there's not really much to say. Starting with Edouard Mendy. 5.5. 5. Could he have saved that header? Don't really blame him. Was he a bit on his heels? Could he have dived? Yeah. Was he just caught by how good maybe the header was? Maybe. Anything else other than that? Did he do much wrong? A couple of times he could have caught the ball rather than punching it. But, I'm not really too focused on Mendy. I'd probably say a 5.5. Some people are saying 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, 6, 7. 6. Big up to Football United TV. Go and check him out as well. Make sure you smash the likes, guys. Need to get to 70, please. Bro, 100%. I don't know if you've only just come in, but you've probably heard me for the last half hour telling everyone about how fucking shit this team has been and why we're not going to win the league. Why are we not going to win the league? Actually, I didn't finish, I'm going to just quickly finish from what I was saying. Not only are we not clinical enough with the forward line, yeah? The forward line, the two behind Lukaku I'm talking about, they can't create and they can't take their fucking chances, which you can't go and win a title in because you need clinical people behind and we haven't got that. Doesn't matter who's there. Mount, Cho, I don't give a shit. Whoever you want to put there, they're not good enough. I'm sorry. We're not winning titles with them, whoever they are playing behind Lukaku. Not only that, our midfield looked fucking average yesterday. No energy, slow, poor. Yeah, our midfield, our forward line, and our wing backs. Issue. And yes, we've got injuries, fair enough. But I'm sorry. If we can't beat blimmin' Brighton at home, when we've been creating chances like we did, good guilted chances, then we can go and do one. We don't deserve to win anything. We don't. We don't deserve to call ourselves champions. Can't beat Brighton. Anyway, I ain't getting into it. I especially going to the game yesterday, going all the way down to the bridge to watch that. Do you know what I mean? I am. I'm going to fly through it with the surfer. Don't worry. I'm literally going to fly through it. I don't know, Rudiger. I don't even know. What do I say? I say 6. He's fault partly for the goal. Fucking let Welbeck beat him in the air as well. And it's the slowest cross in the world to the back post. So 6. 6. That's all I'm going to say. 6. I ain't got much to say. I'm getting through it. So I ain't going to talk about Christensen. He's always injured. He's always got something wrong with him. What he wants to do is, he didn't do too bad when he was on the pitch, to be fair. But, I'm not even going to rate him because he's injured. But all I'm going to say to you, mate, is you better make your decision up quickly. Because if you don't want to be here and you're fucking around and you do want to go to Barcelona with Aspi, then fuck off. We don't need you as well. You're not that good, mate. We'll replace you. Yeah, Aspi, I can see why he's going Barcelona. He's declining. He did have too much of a bad game yesterday. Wasn't his fault. Too much. But 6, 5, 6, whatever you want to call him. I don't really care. Not really here to moan about them. Chalobah again came on. Did what he could do. God knows. 5, 6. 6, 5, 5, whatever. I'm not fussed. I'm just giving you really quick ratings, guys. I'm not really giving you explanation. Sorry, guys. Pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed it. I pressed the wrong button and I've done it again. Why can't I find what I'm looking for? There we go. All right, yeah, Chalobah. Right, let's move. Jorginho. Robot. Slow. Looks like his injury's getting worse. If he's still carrying injury. That people keep saying. Didn't really do much. Got bullied by Basuma. 4. Slow. Poo. 4. Didn't do anything. Literally. Like, you can tell by my voice and how I'm speaking. I don't care. I'm just saying it as I see it. I was at the ground. I keep saying to you guys, watching it at the ground, watching it on TV, you see a completely different thing. Being at the game yesterday, I saw so much. I saw so much as to why we are not going to win the title. Why this team actually ain't good enough to do that. Whatever you want to give him, 4, 3, 2, I don't even care. He was just poor. Mateo Kovacic, 4, 3, 2, whatever you want to give him. Poor. Didn't do anything that he's usually good at doing. Got bullied by Basuma as well. Got bullied. Got bullied. Both of them got bullied until Kansei come on the pitch, and then we looked a little bit better. Who the hell said 5.5? Come on, man. 3, 2. Right, come on, man. Let's just be serious. Let's just be serious. Kante, 6 when he come on the pitch. 6.5, 6. Should have come on earlier. We were struggling the whole second half. Whole second half. Poo. Absolute poo. Absolute poo, man. Absolute poo. Not Kane, sorry, I'm just typing saying Kane was alright. I'd say 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to give him. We have no more win back, so we have to switch formation, and I agree, but he's not going to do that. 6.5, 7, 7, 7, 8, 6. Anyway, let's move. Who cares? I ain't Kane. I'm not rating Reece James. Where's that other slow guy? 3. Got bullied by Lamptey. Lamptey spun around in circles. Got bullied. Crap. Yeah, we don't want to switch the system when we got this. We want to keep using the same system when we've got players like this that come in to play it. Are we just going to keep suffering? Is he not just going to change it? Is he not just going to change it on the basis that the players that we got coming in to play this system are just not good enough? Can he not just change it for that basis and maybe try something different? Like, who? Is what I'm going to say. Absolute poo. Yeah, Winter Surfer, what you saying, bro? Yeah, exactly. That's what you're saying.
I'm just thinking. You could put this video in any year for the last 5 seasons. With the issues that we have, it's always the attack. It's mostly the attack in issues that we can't finish off teams, and that's been since Costa's left. You had Hazard. You had Hazard hiding it for a couple of years, but we don't even have that player to actually drag us out or anything like that. We just don't have it. And I was watching it yesterday, and I was going, I don't know about you, Jem. I was screaming at Tuchel. I was going, you need to have someone in the middle with Jorginho and Kovacic because they're getting overrun. Either drop Mason Mount back, I didn't want Kante on, or bring like Ziyech on, because I've seen Ziyech do it in the middle. I've seen him I can see he can press and everything like that. And then I've listened to what you're saying. We can't Reece out, and if we don't buy anyone to replace him or Chilwell, we can't do this formation anymore. We just can't do it. Because, I'm sorry, Pulisic is wasted at right wing back. That is an emergency for me, not a starting one. And you can't play Cho there. And left wing back, left wing back's probably even worse. Because you got Alonso, who just doesn't do anything. Everyone yesterday having a go at Jorginho, which I totally understand. He had a terrible game yesterday. Absolutely terrible game. But that man's been running to the ground, Jim.
Yeah.
He's been run into the ground. You were there, right? You must have seen it. He's just.
It was. I said it. It was like a battery that was only had that
Yeah.
much left in it. Like he was.
Yeah.
It was just too.
I mean, at the best of times, he's not.
It made him look really bad. I'm not going to lie, because he just looked so like dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But at the best of times, he's not like that energetic, even when he's fully fit, right? But yesterday, he just looked dead. And then Kovacic was running around like a headless chicken.
I said
like,
I've never seen, when you watch it on TV and you watch it in the stadium. For me, you see so much more when you go and watch it live. You just see everything, every little bit of detail. And Kovacic was more. That's the first game I've ever seen him play where he looked more like a left winger than he did a midfielder. He was nowhere near Jorginho the whole game in midfield. Every time Basuma or whoever ran through the middle, there was no Kovacic. It was just clear. It was open.
And that's why they were getting through. They were getting through us. They were getting through us because it was literally Jorginho there in the middle by himself. And he's not going to do anything because he's he's just not playing well, or he's injured, or he's just basically tired. He's got no energy to do anything.
He's got no energy.
He's got no energy. No,
Christian Pulisic.
Flog these players. Yeah. Christian Pulisic. Wasted. Absolutely wasted at right wing back. I didn't think.
I feel sorry for him, if I'm honest opinion, because I watched him yesterday on the pitch, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's got." If you want to moan at anyone, do not moan at Christian Pulisic. Right, the one thing I would say on his side, he's played in false nine, which he's been forced to play in. This is not his position, and now he's being forced to play in a position that ain't his fucking position again. Yeah, and do you know what? The guy, in a number of times, made some good tackles defensively, got back and won a tackle, and when they all threw down the wings and stuff, got the ball, made some good runs. Should have had a penalty for me as well. We've done a good run in the box, got taken out. You know, I got to the point where I actually wanted to see Pulisic play more closer to Lukaku. I was like, just switch Cho, get him over there. He's so non-existent. I'd rather put Pulisic back in his position where Cho's playing and put Cho over there because he doesn't deserve to be there right now. That's how annoyed I was getting from watching it.
I totally agree. I think it's a total waste of his talent. I mean, for me, it was just fine against Villa. You know, it happened, but to actually think, you know, it could be like an actual thing going forward is just madness. All because of the inability for him to move on from this formation. That's what it is. It's square pegs in round holes, isn't it?
It's going to be and I said it on here earlier. It's going to be the end of us, Andrew, because we can't play a system if we haven't got the players to play it. Exactly. That's as easy as I'm saying it. That's the shortest and easiest way of saying it. You can't play a system that's worked so well for us in the past that's now not working as well because the players that are coming in to cover the players that are good at playing in that system are not good enough.
Yeah.
So do something different because we're going to end up being next to Arsenal. If we lose to Liverpool, we're going to be 1 point from Arsenal. We're going to be fighting to stay in the top four. That's embarrassing.
That's my fear now. That's my fear now. This turns into a top four battle. That was my fear. For the third season in a row, we go into a top four battle after, you know, and it's just it's just horrible. It's also like, it's not as if you don't even like bring up like Conte's 3-4-3 because we were playing like once a week, so players could recover and everything like that. We're playing 5 competitions. And it's you're right. It's just the squad's not.
But it's not even like. But people moan with Surfer about, and I wasn't on social media today. I needed to just be off it because I was really pissed off after I got home from the game and that as well. But the whole thing that's the worst thing. All right, we know the wing backs is an issue, and the midfield only recently is becoming a bit of an issue with Jorginho playing too many games and stuff. But the biggest issue still for me is, and we're going to get to him now, is the two sitting, whoever it is that wants to play behind Lukaku, they're just not good enough. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if you've got an agenda. I'm listening to you now. There's 100% you in it. All right. I don't care if you've got a Cho agenda, a Mount agenda, a fucking Havertz agenda, a Ziyech agenda. Yeah. None of these fucking players are consistently good enough, to create and contribute to this team in front of goal. We just need to accept that.
Yeah,
they're not.
And That's it. Get onto it, Jem, man, because we probably got loads to say about the two.
All right, well let's start with. I'm going to save Cho because he really pissed me off yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
I'm going to start with the actually the only bright light actually in the forward line. There you go.
oh.
Hmm.
I mean, he did everything yesterday that people said he couldn't do. He did everything nearly yesterday. Remember, he held up the ball, he laid it off, he was passing, he set up in the first half. He had a couple of passes that could have been an assist for him. He headed on, he ran, and this was Lukaku, who I'm betting you, Jem, without those injuries, there's no way he finishes that whole game. There's no way he finishes that whole game, and he was just awesome yesterday. And without him, I dread to think we would have lost that game without him. We lost that game without him. That goal was the only shining light really from yesterday. And his performance, how deep was he coming in that second half? He was like on halfway line.
He was. There was one moment where Pulisic was at a position, and he was right midfield. He was running all the way back. He was in defence, tackling the ball, working hard.
He was the only one running.
And everyone was just cheering Lukaku, like, because he was everywhere. Like, and do you know what really? Like, I've not been his biggest fan. I admit it. I'm not someone that's like massively over it, but I'm backing him because fucking what I saw yesterday from him, he done everything that I wanted him to do, which was don't be static, move. Yeah, his movement was very good off the ball. When he did hold the ball up well, he found his player. 1-2. He'd always find the player with a header, with a pass. Yeah, his goal was a very good goal. He worked hard for the team. He's a leader. He was shouting names left, right, and centre. He was having a go at the midfield and defence in the second half, going raise your like he was doing everything, you know. And I felt sorry for him because, and I feel sorry for him, to be honest, because he needs someone behind him that's going to actually create for him and help him up front because whoever it is behind him can't help him, and we're going to get to the point where we're going to keep relying on him. And I don't think Lukaku's, unfortunately, going to be enough. Not in the way that we're playing. He will win. He will give us goals. He will score goals. But it's
again yesterday, barely any chances created for him. He had to make them himself.
Feeding off scraps.
Get that header. That was it.
Literally feeding off scraps, Mason Mount.
Yeah.
You know, and it is what it is. But let's move on from him because again, he isn't the issue, is he?
He was exceptional yesterday. He was very, very good.
Do you want to start on? I don't know if Johnny's in the chat, but I'm sorry, mate. But
let's start with Mount. I thought. Do you know what? I thought for the first 20-odd minutes, 15-20 minutes, he actually had a good start. There was a goodish start. There was early on in the first minute he should have played in. He had a poor pass to play in Cho, and then he had a few chances. But then the second half. I mean, his passing was off. His corners, his corners in the second half. Oh my God. I mean, everyone bashes Willian, but that was Willian style corners yesterday. And the thing with Mount is he's been overplayed as well. I don't want to give him too much. I don't like giving these players too much excuses, but he was overplayed yesterday. I've been overplayed the last few games. You could see it yesterday. He made a tackle, I think, in the second half, and he got up and he started hobbling, and I thought, oh crap, there's another one added to it. But generally, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep repeating this. He is not that type of an attacking player. Okay, he's an 8. Yeah, his best position. Whenever we switch to it, whoever the manager is, when they start playing Mason Mount consistently in a 3, that's when you'll see the best of Mason Mount. To expect him to expect him to do it, that's on you. But when he's in these positions, he has to be better with his decision making. He just has to be. If you give him that responsibility, you have to expect him to make better decisions. And yes, second half, he ran around. I mean, the pressing was nullified, wasn't it? Because they just played it through the middle essentially, so he couldn't press. And he's just sort of faded away like the rest of the team. Really, only really like Lukaku and Kante, really, and maybe Rudiger to a certain extent in the second half can hold the head up high, really. So I will give him. Let me see. I'm going to give him a very low 5, if I'm being generous. Maybe even 4.5.
Well,
around there.
Yeah, before I get into it, Suke says Lukaku was the only good thing about yesterday's game. I agree with you, bro. Thank you for the donation on that one. Guys, we are 13 away from 3.6k subscribers. So if you are new here, there's nearly 200 of you here now. Please make sure you subscribe, please. I'm sure all 190 of you haven't subscribed. So please help me get to the 3.6k on this stream. And let's get them likes up to 100. We're only on 60 likes. We should be on our way to 75 at least by now. So hit that like button, please. Hit the bell notification button. That reminds you when we go live as well, so you don't miss any of our shows when we go live. Mason Mount, I want to be a little bit critical. I like Mason Mount. I'm not one of the ones that doesn't not like Mason Mount. I do think he has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I just feel that in this game, he was non-existent. From watching him, from where I was watching him, the influence that Mason Mount usually brings is his energy. And you might be right. Maybe he was lacking that. Maybe he was struggling with a bit of, that sharpness as he usually is getting around the pitch. But when Mason Mount's not bringing his energy to this football team, then I don't know what we get from him. Because if he's not getting the ball and he's not getting around the pitch and demanding the ball, which is what he does, he gets around the pitch, he wants it, give me it, I'm the man. Mm-hmm. Then he becomes non-existent.
Yeah.
And I felt like, especially in the second half, he was very non-existent, and his corners were killing me out. People were swearing. I was sitting next to tons of Chelsea fans, and all they were doing was moaning at Matt, moaning at his crossing, saying, "What is that? He couldn't clear the first person."
Yeah.
He literally couldn't clear the first person with his corners, and I was like, "Come on, money." All right, he set up Lukaku with that header, great. You know what I mean? Lovely corner. But it's the consistency of his crossing, and he didn't really create much the other way. He might have got a goal if Cho would have found him in the middle, maybe. Who knows? But he for me, he's not like you said. He's not someone that you can rely on to play in that position and do what's required consistently in that role, which is score goals and create consistently. They're not that's not him, and people need to understand that playing him there is okay to a degree, but asking from what that role asks you to do, which is consistently score and create, he's not going to do that, and that's why I think we suffer in this system, because I think he suffers because, like you said, I don't think he actually is an out and out 10. I think he's more than an 8, and that's the truth.
There's no way.
And that's why the system's not benefiting him. No, like others,
Exactly.
So
exactly. And then it's bringing up when he has a game like this, it's bringing up and he should have them because he's a young player. But it's bringing up, I don't even want to say flaws, but no, it's bringing up parts of his game that he needs to improve on. And when we have games like that, it shows, because we're relying on people who are not clinical yet at all. I don't care what anyone says. He is not clinical. He's not clinical. He needs better decision making, and that's what that's why he's not that type of an attacking player for me. He's more of he plays deeper, and probably he's probably a better player that sometimes would like a bit more time on the ball. I know he hit that West Ham goal, which was fantastic, but I just think when you're relying on Mount to carry this team, it's not fair. It's not fair, and it's not right that he should carry this team. He should be carried by other people in this team at this point in his career. At this point, but when you have
watch this. Let me piss you off a bit more. Sorry. This has just come in. Thank you, Cal. Breaking news: Andreas Christensen has no intention of renewing his contract at Chelsea, and Barcelona has been in talks with his surrounding for weeks. Via Sport.
Go on, get rid.
So if that's true, go and play with a relegated Barcelona. Don't be a part of what will be after. Let me tell you now. After this season, we'll be building for the future, because we will be bringing in people to build for the next couple of years. If you don't want to be a part of that defense with maybe a Koundé, De Ligt, whoever else, Chalobah, and you want to go and play for a dejected fucking Barcelona. Yeah, then go fuck off. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I
Yeah.
would say this. I would say exactly the same thing. I would say I'm not going to say he hasn't been a good player, but I think he's been decent. He's been decent to good. But is he the best? I think we can get better.
Of course we
can
can.
get better. My thing was Christensen was more of the security of having an extra player there because we were like losing Rudiger. Thiago Silva haven't signed yet. Aspilicueta's going to leave, and we only had like Chalobah and that in defence, and we hadn't bought anyone. So if it's true, and we've seen reports leading up a couple of days that Barcelona are interested, go play for Barcelona. It's up to you, isn't it?
Listen,
Play for
guys, there's all 220 of you here, right? At 2:30, Lewis is doing his stream, right? At 2:30, I'll be finished at that point, so you'd be able to go over there. Go over there and all right, bitching out for me, all right? Bitching out. Bitching out. But there you go. Andreas Christensen has no intentions of renewing his contract at Chelsea, and Barcelona has been in talks with his surrounding. And do you know what, actually? I'm going to copy and paste that in a banner for you guys so that anyone that's coming in can see what bullshit we have at our football club. A man moans about his back injury. Back injury. This guy's always got something wrong with him, man. I'm telling you, like, I'm fed up. I don't want players like that at my football club anymore.
No.
I want players that want to be there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't want to be there because of what, because of money or whatever. Because for me, it's got to be the money. Why else is he leaving?
All right, Jem, this is what I do now. Jem, if he's not going to sign, the money we're going to give him, can I be really childish? Let's just offer it to Rudiger on top of what we
honestly, I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck that, Chelsea. Let him go. Take your 100, save your 140, and give another 100 to fucking Rudiger.
Yeah, just do it. Just do
Actually, do you know what? It'd work out better if we kept Rudiger and we just got and bought Koundé and just played him right centre back. It would fucking be an upgrade anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
do that. Just do that. Just do that. I've got no time now. If you don't want to stay, you don't want to stay. If it's true.
I'll let you start this guy because I'm going to say it. Any chohos in the building, you better leave now because I'm gone. You can
right.
Start.
I think. Right. I'm going to leave the biggest thing that really pissed me off yesterday. His simple short passing is atrocious. Yeah, I believe. Oh, sorry, it's not very good. How many times yesterday did you? I don't know if you noticed him. How many times when he was trying to do short passing, it bounced off the defender's legs, or the passing didn't seem to be aimed anywhere at all? It was yesterday. He's super. I know he is right. Reference not much, but it comes a time where yesterday he was just. There was a couple of times he just whipped in crosses that didn't even. They were just overhit. They didn't seem to go anywhere, and he was running around as well like a headless chicken. Some of them as well. He had a negative impact on the game. And to sum it all up, that chance where he passed the Mount, which was the harder thing to do, on his right, yeah. So he didn't have to cut in on his right. He was mowing down where he had the goal right in front of him to take a shot, and he didn't have the balls to take the shot. Is concerning. Everyone can go, yeah, we had that injury, fine. But we're now what, 2 years past him coming back from that injury? It's like, when do we stop saying that injury is affecting him? Because did it affect him against Villa, the injury? Because he had quite a good game, right? So, and that's the problem as well. He's going to be inconsistent because he's young and I don't think he's good as what people say he is. Or I don't know if he's going to get there. And when you're relying on him and Matt, when you're relying on two of them inexperienced and inconsistent behind Lukaku, you've got a problem. One, you may be able to get away with, but two is when you go, nah, we're not gonna win this league. We're gonna be in a top 4 race, and we're gonna have more draws like that. We're gonna have probably less defeats than draws this season. Draws are gonna be the thing that kills us overall, and it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Yeah. He's not good enough yet. Whether he will be, I have no idea. But at the moment, to rely on him and Mount behind Lukaku is not a winning formula at all. And the problem is, like you said, you go, oh yeah, well we can be. Then Werner and Ziyech should be. They're crap, and Havertz is the same as these two, inconsistent, and that's why I'm sick of this like potential thing. We need to buy ready-made stars like we used to do. We need to buy them, or we need to. The whole thing needs. Not only does on the pitch need Need a whole overhaul off the pitch with the scouts and everything as well. Needs the whole thing needs just the gutting. It's just depressing. It really.
Do you know what the issue is? And I'll talk about Cho in direct earlier in a minute, but we have players playing in this system or playing in behind Lukaku, whoever the two are, like Cho, for example, who have only scored 4 goals in the Premier League in 64 games. Yeah, I just say as well, right? We are playing these players in these positions, which requires you to score goals and create, but you ain't been doing that anyway in your career. So what is it that we're like? Do you get what I mean? Like you're putting players there that can't actually do what you want them to do because they're just not goal scorers. Cho is not a goal scorer. Like, do you get what I mean? Like it's like, if you've got a goal scorer, you should create. I know Cho's strengths is his creativity element, and he does create. You know, I get that. But yesterday, if there was one player that got under my skin the most, watching him visually, man, this guy, all right, he was looking down at his feet when he was dribbling. When there was so many players free making runs, Mason Mount to his right once was through on goal. He didn't even look up. He actually went backwards on himself and passed the ball backwards. All right.
Yeah.
He done so many things wrong yesterday. His build-up play was slow. That one-on-one chance. I mean, why on earth would you try and think to pass it when you've got a defender in between you? And not just that, you go and pass it the way that you did. It was like, what did you expect? Like, listen, Callum Hudson-Odoi is not. And this is going to say thing. He's been playing very well and he deserves his start. And he's only probably just had a blip, and I get that. And he can play for this football club, but he can't play in this system and what's required of him in terms of being consistent, because he's not a consistency player. Like, he's someone that can play very well, and then in the next minute he's just put. And that you just can't have that in this in this system, because it suffers. You know, because we rely on them to create and score, and I don't know.
The ironic thing you were saying is that, remember, he was on that 8-game run when he was starting, and he was playing decent to good, right? He was having a consistent run, and then for some reason, and it's never been really explained, why Tuchel sort of dropped him. I think this guy needs that build-up run of games, but unfortunately, the problem is we're Chelsea, right? Like I keep saying, you can't have too many. I believe you can't have too many of these young players in your starting lineup at Chelsea. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You're over-relying on them. Like I said, you can't have Mount and Hudson-Odoi behind Lukaku in some of these games. It's just not good enough, because either one of them or both of them, as shown yesterday, could have stinkers. Yeah, and to rely on Cho, I think, and Mount going forward will have a negative and detrimental effect on this team. If some Chelsea fans need to make up their mind. If you want this, then do not ever say for the next 4 to 5 years, possibly, that we are in any title races. Yeah,
I just
don't do it.
Yeah, my biggest question mark would be, where is your standards gone? Like,
Exactly.
I saw part of the reason why I stayed off social media yesterday was because of Chelsea fans. Some of the shit I was reading.
Yeah.
Like, we got the weirdest fan base in the world, right?
We have.
I had some people saying, how can you moan about Cho's performance when he had a 7 out of 10 performance? He just didn't take his chance in front of goal. And he was one of the best players on the pitch, yeah? That's what they said, yeah? And I was like, if your standards are of your football club that was a 7 out of 10 performance, and by God, your standards are dropped for your football club.
You know what we're doing? Do you know what we're doing? It's not nearly the same. Do you remember when Arsenal moved to the Emirates and they got rid of all their physical and best players and then just bought like substandard? I think we're starting to do that.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to rely on the younger players.
So we're Chelsea.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? I just don't get it.
Thing. We just what we do is we win a trophy every couple of seasons that covers up the cracks at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we got the European Cup. It covers it, everyone's like got the Chelsea visors and sunglasses on that covers up the actual standard of this squad. While it's big in numbers, it's not big in quality whatsoever, and it's been proven. It's been pretty.
No.
Right.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's not one of them days, W. Please don't.
Oh, yeah,
It's
come
over,
on, mate.
right.
Say something else that's important, man. Come on.
No, I'm being serious today.
Oh, good,
Go,
good.
go on then,
Go on.
tell us.
I mean, my boy Cho, you know, I love Cho. He was poor yesterday, but I think it's gonna come. He's just come from COVID, you know, but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Wait, but you have to realize he's still a young player. Like, he's not the finished article. He's not gonna be consistent every game, but we shouldn't have to rely on Hudson-Odoi or Mount. The reason they're playing because players like Werner and Ziyech are just awful. That's the thing.
Where we pay this kid 120k, bro. What do you mean we can't rely? We have to rely on everyone. They're not passengers. We can't have people like these in the squad doing fuck all.
He's not
What's
doing
the
fuck all
point?
though. He's not doing
He's
fuck
doing
all.
fuck all, bro.
The-
Since the United game, he's missed every single game this kid's played. He's missed a guilty chance every single game. Oh my!
Did he not? Did he not
I can't-
create 3 chances last game to win us the game?
Even in that game, he missed out. He missed that chance.
Yeah, but he created. He was involved in all 3 goals. So what is your point?
So what? He needs to put
So
a ball in
what?
the net.
But he's still creating though.
I think.
Bro, carry on, bro. Carry on. I'll let you finish.
carry
With this.
No, you can go. You can go.
Let me come in, Jim. Yeah, this about Cho. He deserves all the stick he's getting from media everywhere.
He deserves racial
cost us
abuse.
that bloody game yesterday. And I don't hate him myself. I always liked him, but he cost us the game.
I don't think he did. Still,
Wait, let me talk. Don't keep saying all these agendas. Oh, you love Cho, that one loves Mount, this one loves this one. They all play Chelsea is the thing what matters, not these players. Cho, it came from the academy quite a long time ago. He was the first to come out the academy with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and he got into the first team. And since then, he hasn't done fuck all. So I wish he went to Bayern Munich because he's not a Chelsea
okay,
player.
relax now, man. What are you doing?
No, I'm not relaxing.
Nah,
I'm
relax.
talking facts. Same goes
You're
to Mason
waffling.
Mount.
You're waffling.
Mason Mount had a bad game as well. Jorginho, very bad. He's out. He's like James said. He's out of batteries. You can't recharge him right now.
Jorginho was fucking shit, bro.
Cho was the one who cost us the game. We would have been 2-0 up.
So was Jorginho. Well, he was
2-0 up,
for 90
and we would have won the
minutes.
game. So don't talk rubbish to me.
I'm not talking rubbish.
Double D, you are talking rubbish.
No, I'm
You're
not.
saying Cho that is not his fault.
Nah, but I'm not having it. You saying he's not Chelsea level. He is.
He's not Chelsea level. I'm
How?
afraid to
Why
say
is he
he's
Chelsea
not.
level?
He's not, and he will never will be.
What do you mean he never will be? What is
He
this
will,
waffle?
he won't be.
Oh
He
my
begins to,
God,
don't
this
worry.
waffle.
Anyway, let's go. Let's get back to the overall game, guys. Tell us, Nick Blue, overall game.
Yeah, overall game.
Mm.
Yeah, we started not brilliant, but we started getting, at the start, it wasn't too bad. We got, thanks to Lukaku again, he got that goal. He done everything he could. He was everywhere. And I thought, 1-0 now. All we need, but we need another goal. You can see Brighton really pushing us. They were playing really good. So we needed that second goal to win this game. And we had the chances. Chose one. Mason Mount had a chance. He could have passed it better to him before. I'm really upset with Cho because he's not like he's just come through the academy. He's been with us a lot, 5 years? And he hasn't shown nothing. So
That's
he
a
has the
lie.
one good game
That's
sometimes, but that's not good enough for Chelsea. We need someone. We need wingers, proper wingers, like we used to have with
Do we have proper wingers in our
Iron
team right now?
Robin and Yeah, hold on. Let me finish. I don't hate Cho. I hope he proves me wrong, like I keep saying, but at the moment he's not.
Yeah, but
And,
you can't just say he's not good enough based on this one game, man.
It's
What
not
is
based
this?
on this one game. It's based his whole career since he's
What
been
whole
with
career?
Chelsea.
I think the issue you have with Cho is that, and I keep saying it, in this system, in what's required from the front three, you need people that can be creative and score at the same time, and it needs to be done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It needs to be
that's
done.
none of our wingers though.
But
so-
wait a minute. It needs to be done consistently. That's the word.
That's the thing
And
we
that's
don't.
the
We need.
problem.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
need. Like we
And
used
that's
to
the
have.
problem, and that's not just Cho's fault. And I keep
Exactly.
saying that.
It's all our
That's,
wingers.
that's all of them. Yeah, that goes
Yeah,
for
it's all
every
of them.
single one
We
of
got
them.
the. All we have is Lukaku up there who can
Mm.
create or do it himself. You know, it's proved a lot of haters wrong. I was saying it before. You know, Lukaku, you need to play to his strengths, but you know they're not. No one is really. Look at the corners from Mason Mount. Like you were there and you saw it. I was saying that months ago about his corners. He's not passing the first man. You know, he does occasionally, but that's not good enough.
No, I agree. Great.
Again,
JJ Bridge.
the only players who really done anything yesterday was three of them. I think it was Kante when he come on.
Mm-hmm.
Rudiger wasn't that bad. He saved us quite a few, 2-3
He
goals, I
fucked
think,
up with the goal.
with his blocks.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah, he
And
should have won it.
Lukaku, man of the match.
Rudiger was shit, man.
Who was shit?
Rudiger, your boy.
What are you watching?
He should have got sent off, by the way.
The fucking
When
game.
in two
What do you think
footed.
I'm watching?
Was it? I
He
don't
needs to
know
stop
what he's
doing. No, he
watching.
needs to stop doing that. If he keeps doing that, he's going to get sent off eventually. Keep going in two
Who?
footed all the time.
And that was a good tackle.
Jim.
He got the
It's
ball,
not a good
not the
tackle. You're
player.
going 2 footed.
Yeah, that's
Don't
Jordan.
worry about. That's what you call a proper player, proper tackle.
Nah, that's what you call
You
someone
ain't
who
been
should leave the
watching
club,
Hey,
football.
man.
guys,
You lot just been
JJ
born
Bridge.
yesterday, my friend.
JJ Bridge
He's
with a
not Chelsea
donation.
material,
Greenwood.
like you say.
1 second, guys. Greenwood and Foden bury these chances, not Cho, is what JJ Bridge is saying. Thank you for the donation.
Exactly.
Brother.
Well, no,
Um,
Greenwood's a finisher.
I want to go to
He's a
someone else because there's
striker.
other people here as well. Let's go to Rodrigo. Rodrigo, what are you saying?
Yeah. Oh man, this is another one of those games. It's a copy. Oh, my, I don't know. I've given up on this team. They're not. These guys are not serious. They're not about this life. We will argue about Cho, but Alonso, I can't stand. I've never hated
I thought he was
a
good
player
yesterday.
as much as I do with Alonso.
No, he weren't. Fucking shit.
No, please, no, he wasn't. There's one time the ball dropped in a box, and then he took a touchdown, and then, oh my god, it took like a few seconds to clear the ball. I'm like, why are you so slow? We have to sign a right wing back, a left wing back, a midfielder,
We need a right wing back and a left
Team-
wing back now. Forget the
and a
left
left wing back.
Reece James at that.
Emerson.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then seeing Lamptey, how dynamic it was, seeing Livramento, and thinking we had these people in our team, and then we decided to obviously
Lamptey
we weren't
left.
giving them enough
Lamptey
chances.
wanted to go.
Both
So
players
the
difference-
both players wanted to go. They weren't going to stay. They weren't.
We
Reece
took a
James was
massive
there.
L in a summer keeping Barkley, and then
No one wanted
obviously
him.
we tried to sell him,
No
but
one
no
wanted
one
him
was.
on
No
loan.
one wanted him.
Once
No
Barkley.
one wanted him on loan.
Yeah, and then losing Gallagher, people like that, dynamic players like that.
Well, we haven't lost
We-
Gallagher, but
Well, we sent him on loan where we could have
Hey,
kept him.
Gallagher. The problem is in this system, Gallagher's like going to end up like Mount or.
I think
Cho or
one
something
thing
like that.
as well. Tuchel
I think
needs
Gallagher
to-
would bench round personally.
You need to fix up as well. You need to. I think maybe it's because we have too many games. It's not the Tuchel that I saw last year, where every game he'll tweak, he'll do something, he'll change formation.
Yeah, he needs to
I don't
pattern the
know.
formation though.
Yeah, I think you need to pattern up with that formation. I think
That,
we
the three
can't
at the back
carry
not
on.
working.
It doesn't work anymore. I think we'll be all right in a 4, a defensive 4. Us be right back. Hold your line. The 2 centre back and Alonso. Someone has to cover for him, but just be compact first. Be hard to beat. We don't always have to play this stupid hard line. The amount of time Brighton was just one ball over the top.
Oh,
They
Brighton
all over
dominated the second
even
half.
Brentford. When we beat Brentford 2-0, one ball over the top, they're in. Because we think we need to take the initiative on every single team to be the team that create chances, no, sometimes you just have to be compact.
Yeah.
Sit back, be compact first. When you're going through this period of losing games, the first we have to be compact. Yeah, and then eventually, when results are going your way, you can be more expansive. So maybe going forward, that's what Tuchel need to do. I wouldn't mind if we play 4-5-1 just to hold it, because this team is just it's killing me, man. I don't even think I'll watch the game. I'm saying this, but I'll probably end up watching it.
Killing at peak. Well, I don't know if he does not change this system. I'm telling you now, if he goes against Liverpool,
He'll get
Man City, and
sacked.
playing in
Yeah,
the
he'll get
same
slapped.
fucking
He'll get
system
slapped.
with no
Yeah.
win backs.
We need to play 4-5-1 just to hold it.
You
I
can't play a
can't
wing
stand
back
it.
formation without Chilwell and Reece James.
You can't.
It's suicidal.
I actually think we need to go back to like Mourinho days, you know, where you just like
Yeah.
defend and play on the counter. Like,
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to just be compact, because we can do that with the players that we have. Obviously, that means Kante has to play more games, but what can we do?
we screwed on Sunday with no win backs, is what Mzino's saying. I agree, bro. Thank you for the donation as well. Class ref, the floor is yours, mate.
Bro, I'm not doing this anymore today, right? I think we are, champions of Europe, and divided we fall,
I
united we
forgot we
stand.
were.
Listen, this year has been a roller coaster, and I think the last game showed us that every player has flaw. Everybody has a flaw. I think the new year is starting.
Facts.
We need to buckle up, and we need to restart. I mean, we need to reunite, because all of the agenda, all of the Cho stand, the guy Oscar stand, Jester Pulisic stand, Werner Fata stand. We all need to unite. And listen, if we can win Champions League and we can come from 11th to 4th, I think 8-point difference is not a big difference. We
Yeah,
can
it
do
is.
something different. Like,
Please.
listen, let's forget everything. Let's reboot. Let's restart. Let's give everybody a chance.
Like who?
Well,
Let's
class
give
ref, what do you think about the game yesterday though? Like the forward line, Cho, Mason Mount, like these kind of players.
I'm not doing this today. Trust me, I'm not doing it. I'm
Why?
not doing it because
Oh,
the
then
New
you're
Year is coming. This was the last game of our year. New Year is coming. We need to start from fresh. I mean, we need to forget everything. We need to forget what has happened. We cannot rebuild if we keep remembering what has happened in the previous game. I think New Year is starting. For us, 8-point difference is not a
How do you
massive.
rebuild, bro?
We're gonna do something different. I think we need to reboot. I mean, if I keep like
Like
saying,
how, bro?
oh, this
We're
guy,
going to regroup with no
we never
players. That's
we're
how we're
never
going to do
gonna
that.
do it
Tell
as
me.
a fan base. And right now, with Chelsea fan base need to be united, and we need to just listen. A lot of people, like when I talk shit about a player, for example, Pulisic or Shaw. I mean, I'm very inclusive. I'm talking with Chelsea fans, but when the Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans are saying Saka is better than Cho, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Well,
So
he is though.
all
He's
the
not.
Liverpool fans, all the Arsenal fans, fuck off. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up next year. We're gonna do something different.
Is Charlie Webster any good?
Yeah,
Can he get him?
I doubt it.
Jim,
Yeah, go on, Joshua. Hey, mate, go on. What you gonna say?
Andrew, how you doing, brother?
All right, mate. How are you?
Cool, good, guys.
All good, mate. All good.
Okay. As Chelsea fans at the moment, we should understand that we're not good enough. Simple as that. We all can shout over players and this, but at the moment, we are not good enough to be champions. We don't have that steel about us. And I think the young players should take more responsibility about certain results. Because players like Cho, Werner, all these guys who keeps on missing week after week after week, we don't hold them accountable. I think they should take more responsibility if they want to be in this team. But I feel like our fan base, we try to give some players praise this week. Next week is shit. The next week is the best player of all time, and I just think there's no balance to it, bro. We're not. This team doesn't scream to me as champions, so I think there's a top 4 battle, and I think we'll finish in the top 4 comfortably, but I don't think we're ready
I don't know
to
about
fight
that
against Man
comfortable.
City.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on, Joshua, man. Spot on in what you're saying as well. I just think we need to worry more about trying to stay second or third more so.
I think we just need to secure third or second and just don't make a top four battle and just go for like the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions
Don't
League.
get me wrong, Arsenal will drop points soon anyway. They've got quite a hard run coming.
Yeah.
So these lot
Just
getting all
don't-
gassed about being close to us. Oh, we're close to Chelsea. He said,
Just
yeah.
don't make this
They're
a
gonna
top
drop
four
points.
battle, man.
They're going to drop points soon. Don't
No
worry
one needs
about
another top four battle.
that. But yeah, no, I hear that. Wira, what are you saying, mate?
All this hit on Cho, right? This 3-4-2-1 that we're playing is the wingerless formation. So why not we just say, okay, since Pulisic is not an inside forward, he's a winger as well. We just sell them off. Because no way are we gonna switch to a 4-2-2-2 because we have Christensen in the team. He's not suitable for a back four. So
But he's
yeah,
going
you
now
guys
anyway.
gotta keep pace.
He's going now anyway, Christensen.
Yeah,
So
that's
bits.
good. That's good. So
Just call him bitch from now on.
getting Kunde, go back to a back four, and maybe we'll see a different throw because 4-2-2-2 will unlock.
Yeah, because he'll be out wide.
You'll
Bro,
be
it's
more.
not about formation. How can you miss a chance like that? Even if you put him in a 4-3-3, you'll still miss.
All of our attackers have missed chances this season, man.
He's a dormant priority without baby oil.
Go on, Wira.
Oh man, no, it's just we had Havertz on the bench, so I'm just wondering. You guys didn't mention him.
I don't
Whole
think he'll
game
fit.
untouched.
I
Whole
wanted
game
him to come
untouched,
on.
and like, why is
I
Pulisic
think
playing the whole
no,
90?
but the way the substitutions work, remember we had 2 injury ones. There was no way Havertz was going to come on.
Havertz,
Kante really shouldn't in that situation because he only came on.
Shouldn't be playing. Yeah, shouldn't be playing.
We're getting torn.
Free
We're getting
Gilmore.
torn to shreds in the midfield. So that's why there was no way he was going to bring Havertz on with the last substitution. He was trying to win that game 1-0 last night.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It didn't work.
He doesn't want to stretch his team. I think he doesn't want to push the players too much.
Remember,
because we
Havertz
have
has only just come back from isolation, so he's been out for what 10 days, 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
man.
Oh, well.
So what do you guys think about a January transfer window? Who do we need to bring back? Like, I'm thinking
need a left-
Emerson, Miazga.
We can't bring back Emerson. We tried. Apparently, it's reported Leon rejected it.
Oh
We
man,
need to buy.
Miazga?
Matson. The problem is, you bring
Matt
Matson back.
Miazga.
It's twofold, right? That means they're admitting that Alonso is the first choice going forward for the rest
I
of the
think we should
season.
try to promote another attack.
Alonso.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yes.
This squad has too many academy graduates, as it's unbalanced. And now you're asking to bring in a left back who will have to play a big bulk of games because Alonso, due to probably injury fatigue and not good enough, will have to step up. We need someone who's just experienced. We need to get more good. When I say this, good experienced players. Not the ones that we have. Good experience.
I was gonna say, how can you get injured if you're running in slow motion?
Wow. I don't know.
Whose mic is so bad?
Yeah, I can hear that as well. Arteb with a donation says Basuma made Kovacic look like championship players yesterday. Without Kante, our midfield gets exposed.
Yeah, we're not winning the league with Jorginho starting every game.
Please back
Guys,
Thomas too.
guys, cheer up. It's not end of the world. It's not end of the world. We're gonna win the Premier League.
We're
this
not
year.
winning the
It's
league.
not. And listen. Just forget it. We will win it. Don't worry about it.
How?
Just relax. Just
You say we're gonna win the league?
We're not winning the league.
Stop here about the
Let the
title talk.
Liverpool game come.
Enough.
We're gonna beat Liverpool and then probably City gonna drop points against Arsenal. So it's gonna be probably like six
Need to
points.
stop Arsenal, man.
And listen, we're gonna be facing City too. And last year we beat them twice. So I mean, it's not end of the world. And City is gonna play in Champions League too. So they're gonna have a really difficult period. So I don't think so. Listen,
we're 7 points behind Class Ref, didn't you?
8.
8.
Eight points. 8 points.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, so we're gonna beat Liverpool, right? We're gonna be 45,
How would I beat Liverpool? With
and
what?
Arsenal gonna beat City, right? And then they're gonna be stuck.
Arsenal not doing anything.
Let's be positive, right? Like no.
The only positive thing is we've only lost 2 games this year. Oh no, I've actually jinxed it now. That's it. We're gonna
To West Ham and Man
But
City.
the only problem with that, Casper, the way we're performing, we want actually Man City to win. on Saturday. The
Yeah.
way we're performing, we want them
Now we
to
need a
win.
draw if actually
Yeah,
deep.
or a draw.
Or
We
draw,
can't have
yeah.
Arsenal win and we don't win against Liverpool. That means brings them closer to us. So
With a game in hand.
we're going.
Right now, we keep on being toxic and we keep on repeating. Listen, I was really upset last night, but now I'm a bit like sober. And for me, I think let's just forget everything. To be honest, let's start from
It has
new.
to be
Let's
Spurs.
start
That's
from
what I'm.
scratch. I think we
That's
can
what.
do it. Like how much difference was from 11 to 4? I mean, we did it last year. We won Champions League. So for me, I think it's not like an uphill battle. We can do it. I think we are a billionaire club. We are the richest club in the world. We
We're
have
not.
won Champions
No,
League
no.
twice. We have multiple premiership.
We're not the
So
richest club in the league.
I'm still very positive. I'm still very positive.
I'm not.
We're not winning any league. Forget it. That's for
I think we should
guarantee.
just
Forget it.
just
The cancel.
focus. We should just
Listen,
focus
let me
on the small
let
cups.
me
Like,
talk, man. Every time I talk, you come in. What's wrong with you? Yeah, double D. I'm going to treble D you.
What's the
Oh,
realistic expectations for
Who's
this
that?
season?
listen, man. Yeah, let's hope we win a trophy. That's all. If
Yeah,
you
he's got music
we
on
haven't
the
got.
copyright.
That wasn't. I can't even. Who's the mic? That?
I think it's Dan Ainge. Dan, mate. I think you got stuff
Yeah.
in the background, mate. I
Yeah,
can't.
forget the
Can't talk.
league. We're not winning it. We have to be positive, realistic. We're not winning it. We're too far away. City could go without even being beaten this, this year. I wouldn't put it past them. And even if we beat Liverpool, it doesn't mean we're going to win the league.
City are so lucky though.
Even if we beat City, it's still a lot of games. Unless we have to we'll get the players in January. We need right wing back, a left wing back, and that's in January. And who we're going to get? That's the thing. We have
what
to
this
wait and see.
means that
But the only thing we can do is hope we win the trophy. I'm sure we're going to win one of them cups, if not two. Let's hope it's two.
what this means now, we have to focus like the competition at the Carabao Cup. We have to win now.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. We're in the
We can't take
semi-final.
for granted the FA Cup. We have to win.
We have to win what we can.
Yeah.
Simple as that. With a play till we get new players in and get the old rubbish out. For God's sake.
We can't bun no trophy anymore.
Yeah,
8 points is not a major gap. Like you can listen. It only takes 3 games. It only takes 3 games.
Man
And I
City
think
are
the run we had last year was. Listen, Tuchel shines after January. He shines after January. It's
Yeah,
his
and
favorite.
guess what? The last 4 years we beat shit in January. So
We're gonna
like
drop some
when's the
points
last
in
time that
January.
like cool. Even December we been shit. These 2 months is when our title list gets killed off. It's happened the last 4 seasons, including Saudi, all of these players. We need a massive
your mic is- bro, I can't hear.
They are here.
Yeah, Hassan, your mic's a bit funny, bro.
Yeah.
So in terms of some obviously say breaking news of what we've heard at the moment, it sounds like Christensen is about to leave us because he wants to go to
fuck him,
Barcelona.
man.
Yeah, good ribbons,
go.
I'll say.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
He's got no balls.
Fuck Rudiger. Fuck Ashley.
But no, I'd say get rid of Christensen. He got money now, Chelsea.
Gary
Just give
Christensen
him
has
Pay Rudiger. Give them
No.
the money.
and then
don't
keep
pay
Rudiger
Rudiger.
and go and get Koundé. That's even
Yeah,
better.
don't pay
that'd be
Rudiger.
great. I'd love to see that happen. Yeah.
I'll let both of them go still.
If he stops doing his 2-footed tackles, he'll be fine.
No, but can you imagine
No,
that?
that
That
was a
should be
good
better.
tackle.
We'd be
That
better
was a
off.
bad
No, it
tackle.
wasn't. Stop it, guys. Time to cry.
We'd be better off if we kept Rudiger anyway. We keep Rudiger and then we get Koundé and get
Oh.
yes an upgrade.
This Christensen
Listen,
If you
I've
pay
been to
Rudiger
Madrid
that
many
money, you
times.
have to pay it back free.
Listen, wait. I've been to Madrid many times, and when it comes about Koundé lives in Madrid fans' heart. The shit housery he did against Barcelona and Messi. I think. Listen, if you go to Madrid fan channels, they only want Kunde. For me, like they don't have a space for Rudiger because Alaba plays on the left central back and left back position, so they don't have any place for Rudiger, and they're not going to give him a 400k contract to Kunde. Kunde is happy to be. Listen, Madrid fans all the time talk about Kunde. They need that guy. They need that guy. They're going to
They're
get
going to sign
Kunde.
Rudiger, so it doesn't matter.
Rudiger doesn't have a space in Madrid's space.
Of course he does. He can play on the right.
He's not that. Listen, you're gonna pay 400k to a player that isn't very
Look for that guy, pal.
They paid 440 for David Alaba, who's arguably the greatest ever player.
I've got Spanish friends. I've traveled to Madrid. Like
No one
Kunde
cares,
lives
bro.
in Madrid fans' heart. They really want him.
Who's that?
Like
I doubt Jules Koundé lives in Madrid fans' heart.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
listen,
is
what he did for like against
Tag is a
Barcelona, the type of run he made against Messi, you know,
Oh,
all the time they talk about Kunde.
The good,
He's a baller,
let me
that's
tell you,
why.
chaps, the good
He's a
thing, we're
baller.
all depressed and really feeling sick. But when I hear Klazarov, you know, he makes me laugh. Big up
when I
Klazarov.
hear you, it makes me
At least
laugh,
you
bro.
put the pain, you make the pain less. That's what I can say.
Nick
Yeah,
Blue,
that's classic. Yeah.
That's
But
nice.
I'm just trying my best. Listen, this is a new year. Like this is like the last game. We can take positive out of it. As a fan base, we can say that every player has a flaw. Every player has a flaw. So there's no point of
Fact.
having agenda now. We're gonna start from new. Like I don't want to hear Werner missed a lot of chances in
He
2021.
does.
I don't want to hear about Lukaku being called Lukaku. I don't want to talk about the American Captain America. From 1st January, new agendas. Everything starts from zero.
What?
You sound like Arteta.
What is this?
You sound like Arteta, man. Serious.
To be honest, Timo Werner would be our top goal scorer at the end of the season anyway. So
He was.
No, it'd be Jorginho again
The
for penalties.
listen up the guys. Just don't be so upset. We're gonna make something different.
I'm on Klazarov side. Come on, Klazarov.
Yeah,
No, no,
Klazarov, yeah.
Klazarov, that's it. Give the energy, Klazarov.
these
don't know.
Liverpool fans and these fucking City fans. Fuck them. City
Yeah.
never won a Champions League, have they?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Dan Angel, mate. Are you gonna speak? You gonna speak? You're muted.
Just
Hey.
want to say that
Can't hear you, mate.
Are you in the market or what? You can't
You're in
hear
the
me.
market, mate. Where are you?
Are you in the chicken market,
Can you hear
man?
me?
I can't hear you.
No, because you got so much background noise.
Oh.
Shut down any stream windows that you have open.
Yeah, sounds like that.
Let's go to let's go to Rahul. Rahul, what are you gonna say, mate? Rahul, you're muted. You're muted.
Money.
Cheer up.
Brilliant. A great.
Can you hear me,
Yeah,
guys?
Rahul, go on. What are you saying?
Let's talk normally, please.
Yeah, come on.
You all right, Jim?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
I'm good. Everyone in the chat, how are you guys?
Surviving.
Yeah, I'm right, bro.
Agreed, surviving.
What do you want to say, mate?
Bro, Christensen again, go fuck him, man. I don't need him anymore in my team as well. He can't. Bro.
Oh God!
I love
Bro,
this. This is my birthday.
Whoever doesn't want to play for us,
He's
they
shot-
can fuck themselves.
This is Jem's wet dream, you know.
He's talking for a move to Barcelona, man. I can't have that. Get Kunde in and get one more centre back. I don't care who is that. But fuck Christensen. As SP is a legend, I can say that to him. But he can go as well. Yeah, good luck to Aspie. He can go as well to Barcelona. We need. That's the thing with the Chelsea board. They are fucking cheap. They always get this into position, man.
Little Chelsea. Like most of the fans, Chelsea fans that lives in Kingston and Fulham Road, they go to shop at Waitrose, and Marina is, behaving like a little. Like she's behaving like a little Marina.
Yeah.
He's dropping the bombs today, isn't he?
Yeah. That's all.
I can't. We can't start another season without
we
Alonso.
are linked with the kind of defenders. Angelino from Leipzig. We are also linked with Max and Lacroix. I think the board gonna spend the money. I think we just have to wait for January, and I think
I
they need to
don't
back
know.
up
I
Tuchel.
don't know younger centre backs. I don't want young centre backs in my club now. I want experience. I want experience. I want players who are playing at the highest level
Who?
and performing
Who?
at the highest level.
Who?
Like Kunde, and I will probably say Delete as well because
They're
Delete
both
has been
young.
performing.
Bro,
They're
Yo,
both young.
what are you talking
You
about?
just said you don't
They're
want young
both
centre
no,
young.
backs. You
like
mentioned Delete.
no, not like Lacroix from what's the team? Wolfsburg.
Lacroix.
He's not proven. Yeah, he's not proven.
The Crocs.
Global
Delete I
System
can
is the
Delete I
funniest
can
guy
say
in
he's
chat.
proven.
He's so funny. He always picks on whatever the motive is at the time. He thinks that the fan base hates everything. It's so funny. He's so funny.
Always welcome,
I don't
Global
hate
System.
I've always not liked Christensen
Get out
anyway.
my
You know.
room. You don't want to be here.
But
I
but
don't
you
like
guys
Rudiger too.
think that Rudiger will start over Militao at Madrid? Will he start over
Yes.
Militao?
Yes.
He hasn't gone yet. Let's hope they give him the money.
Nah, he's gone. He's gone.
He's going.
He hasn't
way.
gone.
He's gone.
Yes.
He's going. He's
To be honest,
going.
we should sell him.
I know.
He's shit anyway.
Yeah, I think
He's
he's
probably
got
shit.
He's probably going to summer.
get like
Yeah.
10 mil each.
And it's silly. What a stupid board we have.
He's not even worth 100 grand, to be honest, Rudiger. We can just get rid of him.
Facts.
Who? Rudiger. He's worth. I know you're joking, Jim, but we
Yeah.
need him, especially now. We need him.
No,
Give him
if
the
you
money
give
and bring
Rudiger, if you give
Kunde
Rudiger
with
a
him.
new contract,
Yeah.
if you give
As much as
Rudiger,
we hate
If they
Rudiger,
have any sense at all, this board, they will do it.
if you
Guys,
give
I'll be
Rudiger a
back.
new,
I have to go.
if you give Rudiger a new contract, you have to play three at the back.
Can Rudiger play left back?
Rudiger.
What do you think about
Rudiger
Milan
can play
Skriniar?
anywhere.
No, he
What do you guys
can't.
think about Milan
Yes, he
Skriniar?
can.
No, he can't.
He's a FIFA player.
Skriniar?
Skriniar,
Oh,
man.
no.
He's a FIFA
Yeah.
Milan
What do you
Skriniar.
mean? He's so
Yeah.
bad on FIFA, man. He's stiff.
No. What I mean is, everyone only likes him because they started buying him on FIFA.
Oh, yeah, he's high
He like-
rated.
Yeah. But,
I don't play
no,
FIFA. Andrew.
I don't rate him. At all. I think he's a mess. He's a lumbering mess. at the moment.
Romagnoli.
I'd promote
Nah,
Levi
nah,
Colwill.
nah. Romagnoli, no. He can't start over Tomori, so I don't.
What do you guys think of
Romagnoli.
Levi Colwill? Was on loan in the championship right now.
Ja, niet meer.
Another youth team product. Brilliant.
Got some more breaking news now.
What?
Let's get it up. It's about Rudiger this time.
Let's have it right.
Where is it? Where's that link? Oh, there we go. I got a link sent to me. Fabrizio Romano on Twitch right this second
On
has
Twitch.
said, yes,
Oh,
has said
sugar.
this. I see Antonio Rudiger's very close to Real Madrid. It's not done yet, but they're negotiating and it's close. I'll wait with saying.
Bro,
here
it's
we
done,
go.
It's done, bro. He's going to Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
get him out, man. Get him
Let
out.
him finish the message.
Do you know what? Fuck Rudiger as well. Get this.
Fuck, he's fraud.
Yeah, but this is not Christensen. Don't forget, it's Chelsea. They won't give
Nah,
him what
if
he's
he wants
worth.
to leave the club, then fuck him.
He doesn't want to
Look,
leave the
yes,
club.
he
wants
does.
a decent contract. It's his last contract.
No.
So don't talk
And he
about
played the
that.
best.
So we lose our whole defense. There we go. We've got no risk.
How do you
Yeah,
think Gentleman?
we will revamp our whole defense now.
Good,
Who we got left? We've only got Chalobah and
Restart
Silva.
next season, man.
Alonso.
And Alonso.
Half-injured Silver.
Alonso's a cockroach, man.
This defense is
everyone-
overrated anyway.
How is everyone in the final year of contract? He still has years in his contract. What?
Yeah. That's the board's decision there. That's on the board.
Yeah.
The board is so incompetent, man.
That's
After
exactly
2
the
years-
board.
Whoever
years,
sanctioned
yeah.
I think we should go and
Henderson of
demonstrate
Alonso
sack the board.
was stupid.
2019.
Oh, he said
you're
now on the
correct.
board out. They're not back to Joe. Bye-bye.
They are They are showing signs of incompetence.
Oh, whoever's the chief of signing players has to
Get
be
that
sacked.
fucking Bruce
I don't
Flag out
even care,
of
man.
the club. That fucking cunt. That American swine.
Bar Marina, everyone in the
Bruce
board has
Flag.
to
It's
get
not
fired.
Marina, it's Bruce Flag the problem.
Yeah, bro, everyone has to get fired.
Bruce Parker won in the bloody Super League.
And Pulisic as well. He's looking
No,
sus as well.
no. Check scout.
I think Marina as well. Marina as well. She's cheap at
It's not
times.
Marina.
No,
It's
Marina.
Bruce
Marina's the
Parker.
accountant. She's in charge of money.
Don't diss
She's an
Marina.
accountant, yeah. She's not.
Nah, but
yeah,
Marina should get some slack for the high wages she gives players.
Yeah.
The high wages.
Marina's the director of Europe.
Yeah,
right?
but still, she gave Werner 190.
Yeah, that's not her fault, is it?
It's actually more. It's like
It's what she got told.
Yes, it is. Why do you think Rudiger wants 200 if a player like Werner on 190?
You know, he's on 250 or 270.
Werner.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he
Bro,
mentioned
she
he
was on
they
190.
can't give
Why
Rudiger
is all our players
200.
on 100k?
Chilwell's on 190.
Exactly. Why is all our players on like 100k? Marina does have to take some photos.
I agree with that. That's
I
fine.
think it's London waiting as well, mate.
You can't. Yeah, shift pattern. Yeah, shift charges. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, there you go. 2 breaking news for you. Andreas Christensen has no intention of renewing his contract at Chelsea and is destined to maybe potentially go Barcelona at the end of the season on a free.
Do you know what I would do on a big man team? I would sell both of them in January, 20
I
million.
also want to say Antonio Rudiger, as you just seen breaking now from Fabrizio Romano, has also said that it's very close to Real Madrid. It's not a done deal yet, but it's very close. He's going to hold on saying, "Here we go," which tells me "Here we go's coming." So he must know something. So we've lost Rudiger and Christensen. We knew in one day. Bit of bad news for both. But it is what it is. If you don't want to be a part of this football club, then go and fuck off.
Yeah,
and
fuck
we'll
you,
go
man.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I said, we're cursed in December.
Yeah, sell Christian in January. Get Kunde in January. If we can get players in January and play them over these bitches, then play them. I don't give a shit. You shouldn't play another game.
Yeah, but it won't be easy to get these players in January. We're going to have to wait for the summer to get any decent players. And we need to bring a couple of loan players, or for Lukaku or South, and then we need the right wing back. I don't know who we're going to get for that.
We're just going to have to spend big in January.
Yeah, they have to spend.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
we have to spend big.
On what?
It does scream rebuild, though, doesn't it? It's screaming rebuild left, right, and centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are we spending big for, though?
It doesn't rebuild, man. Not again. Or are we fucking Arsenal?
When you think about how many forwards we've got to let go, we're going to have to rebuild the defence. We need wing backs. We need to sort the midfield out. Like we need.
I think we just need to change the formation, man.
Process is a bullshit.
We're going to need about $500,000 in fucking transfer funds to get.
Do they have the money, Joe? Will they pay it?
$500 million.
Yeah.
Just go.
We are capable to spend big. We are capable to spend big, and we should. We should.
Big for what though?
For new players, man.
Build a lot and play one at the back. Oh, here we go. All rumours out today are fake news.
He can't see his guy.
He would say that because he's bitch. You're bitchinson, yeah? You read it right below me. Below your comment there. See it? Has no intentions of renewing his contract at Chelsea, and Barcelona have been in talks with him for surrounding weeks. This bitch pretends to hurt his back because he's thinking of Barcelona already. Yeah? No, I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it.
Lewis,
what do you guys think about Robin Gosens?
Just like Courtois. Christensen's just like Courtois.
Yeah,
he is.
Courtois. Yeah, Snake 2.0.
What do you guys think about Robin Gosens?
Oh, wait,
Robin Gosens.
Right. No, he's not right. I thought he was right. I thought, is this a fake tab? It's not. It's not. All right, guys. On that note, let's shoot off. Smash the like button, guys. Get it to 100. If you're new, subscribe to the channel as well. Big up to everyone that was here. Good show. Shame about the performance. We'll be back. What is it? New Year's Day tomorrow, isn't it? New Year's
Eve.
Well, tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
New Year's Eve tomorrow.
We start
so we're going to have to do.
We start with Liverpool. Let's hope
we've got to do a Liverpool preview for that. So make sure you're around for the preview for the round.
The game to finish second.
Up the fucking chest, man.
Minerals.
Ram wants to be a part of that, so let's see what happens.
Is that
enjoy the rest of your day.
Is that where you discuss how many points we finished behind Man City for both teams? Is that the game? Is that the stream?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care at this anymore. Just beat Liverpool. Beat Liverpool. I can't stand them.
Wow. Wow.
Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Take care. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace out. Try and
Up
cheer
the
up
Blues.
and take your minds
Minerals.
off Chelsea or something for a day.
Up the
Peace. See you
Chelsea.
later.
Minerals.
Chelsea.
Feel like